Hello guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, have said that the Senate is taking the necessary steps to address the sexual harassment allegations made by Natasha Akpoti, the lawmaker representing Kogi Central, against the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Now, we know how Natasha Akpoti's Udwanga's fight started with Godswill Akpabio. Their fight started over a change of seating arrangement. But speaking to journalists ahead of the International Women's Day, the First Lady said that the Senate chamber should not be a place where we see controversy, but it should be a place of honor. She urged Nigerian women to assert themselves in leadership and not to be sidelined. Guys, Oluremi Tinubu had made it known that it is an honor for a woman to be in the Senate chambers. So the Senate chambers is a matured chamber that should be treated with maturity and respect. She has been there for 12 years, but she knows that the Senate is not a place for controversy like what we are seeing now. A lot of persons did not agree with the First Lady. Yes. Now, in one sense, she may be right that the Senate is a place where we deliberate the country's problem. The Senate is not a place where we see all these saga. But had it been Godswill Akpabio did not make a move on Natasha Akpoti, all these things wouldn't have transpired in the first place. And yes, during her time as a senator, she also had her own share of, all this controversy and saga. She has had altercations with the former Senator Dino Melaye. She has had altercations with Senator Ali Ndume. And as of now, many people are even bringing out old videos of the First Lady when she was a senator, when she also had a fair share with Dino Melaye. As in, back then, they were wearing gloves to fight in the Senate. It wasn't really easy then. It was also tough. And she spoke up. And back then, many people were in support of her, just like people are supporting Senator Natasha. Many people supported her, supported Senator Oluremi Tinubu. And this kind of statement coming from a fellow woman, coming from a mother, and coming from the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it's such a shame. Because before she became a senator, she's first a woman, a mother, a senator, now a First Lady. And as a First Lady, you have your duties. You know the things you ought to do to protect women. Your priority should be about protecting women in the society and not sidelining them. Few years back, Senator Oluremi Tinubu wouldn't have made this statement. Few years back, she wouldn't have made this statement, but probably because she's the First Lady and she doesn't want to do anything that will offend Godswill Akpabio, because they are all in the same boat. So she doesn't want to say anything against Godswill Akpabio because they are all in the same boat. Had it been this was some few years back when she wasn't the First Lady, I guess this topic would have been different. Her feedback on this whole saga would have been different. The First Lady made a statement, but she disregarded Senator Natasha Akpoti. She disregarded her. It's obvious that, she took pride in what happened to Senator Natasha. Yes, I know this issue would have been solved with maturity and all of that. So that means, I guess that was why Natasha did not speak up, in the first place before now. Because many people were like, Natasha, why didn't you say this thing a long time ago? Why are you saying it now? I guess these are her reasons of her not saying these things, because they will still lash back at her and criticize her. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. I know the First Lady would want to distance herself from, this whole saga, but her reaction towards this case, wasn't expected. And we all know that it took quite a long time for Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the First Lady of Nigeria, to react to this controversy. Yes, it took a while for her to react. And many people expected she ought to have reacted long before now. So I don't really know what, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, her comments, how it has affected this scenario in the whole place. Because even she herself, the internet does not forget. The internet does not forget, I beg your pardon. Oluremi Tinubu had also fought when she was a senator. Because of small issue, they had also fought. She had also had altercations with other senators. So why is Natasha's case different? What an irony. What an irony. Now she's now saying the Senate is a sacred ground. The Senate is a place of maturity. When she was a senator, didn't she know that the Senate was a place of maturity? When she had fights with Dino Melaye. So like I said, had it been, Oluremi Tinubu was still a senator, I guess the topic would have been different, But now her husband is the president, Akpoti, they are all in the same boat. So she wouldn't say anything against Godswill Akpoti. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Because Natasha Akpoti have said that this fight is not over. It's far from over, and she's not going to, give up, that she will not give up. The injustice against her will not be sustained. So my country people, this is just it. I guess this is the women supporting women we ought to have seen, but it's quite the opposite. Women are against women in this Natasha's case. Yes, even the First Lady, women are against women. The First Lady against Senator Natasha, other senators against Natasha, other women against Natasha, like those that were protesting on behalf of Godswill Akpoti. They were telling Natasha to leave Akpoti alone. How come Natasha is holding Akpoti? They were protesting that Natasha should leave Akpoti alone. So many people against Natasha. If only they had, if only they created room for an investigation, would have been, and the whole world, they should make it in a public view so that Nigerians would follow up on the investigation. But no, they just shut her off. They didn't give her any chance to defend herself and all of that. And she was suspended. Her allowances cut, her salaries cut. Now her people, the people of Kogi Central, they are the ones that are going to feel hurt the most, because most of the things that ought to go to them will not go to them for the rest of the remaining 6 months. No constituency project. If probably Natasha has already embarked on a constituency project, such project will be halted because she has been suspended. So the people of Kogi Central are going to feel this big time. They are going to feel this impact on them because no development will be going to that area at all because of this issue. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments.